Hey guys, I've got a long post here as I referenced above, but stick with me. I got a lot of great information that's very timely I want to share with you. So what is sprinting, and is sprinting important for you in your business right now? Well, sprinting in business it's a business building technique, a task completion technique that businesses use and startups essentially have used for years. They hit the market with a new product or service. They sprint. They work very intensely and try to get the product up and running and in the market, and they try to build up cash flow. And then if that works or doesn't work, they either break the product, the systems break down, they pivot, they regroup, and they do it again. That's in an effort for them to bring something new to market, to try to get things up and running and build either one segment of a business or for a business to start up. Well, the same thing is true in sprinting with existing businesses. You see, when I worked in corporate America years ago, they did the same thing, and they still do this all over. They have incentive plans, contests. They have divisions break up and have competitions internally. Those are all forms of business sprints. When you look at Black Friday is essentially a business sprint. You hear about retail, how many times they make most of their revenue all year in one little sprint during the year. Our business is very much the same way in terms of when you look back at how our business tends to fall out throughout the year. Well, business sprinting, when you think about this time of year, most consumers and most Americans are starting to slow down in terms of work. They're starting to coast. But psychologically, they're far more open to opening up connections with relationships. They're thinking about family, friends, and they're in buying mode. They're preparing for the holidays and they're buying things. They're moving really from awareness and past considerations through the normal cycles of life and more into decision mode. Maybe not about buying homes, but they're more in that mode of connecting with people, buying things and doing things. And it's a small window of opportunity for us to connect with our clients. We are all about investing in our people. And they psychologically, this time of year, there is no better time to connect with your people. So maybe it's time for a business sprint for you. There are several things that a sprint does for you. 5 things, actually. Number 1, it gets you started. It forces you to take action and do something. Maybe connecting with your clients through notes. Maybe calling all of your clients. Maybe video is the perfect sprint for you to connect with your clients right now. Maybe it's generating a new CRM or cleaning your CRM out or purging your database or starting that one task, that client appreciation party you wanted to plan for first quarter, or maybe the one you didn't do this year. But it's a time to get really focused, make a decision to take action and make something happen between now and the end of the year. It gets you focused. It keeps you focused. So it gets you moving, it gets you focused, and it keeps you focused. When you're in a short-term sprint, you are very focused on what you're doing and you stay in there because it's not a long-term 6-month or 1-year goal. It's short-term, so it keeps you focused. It also forces you to make decisions. You have all these things I'm sure you wanted to do throughout the year. I'm guessing you didn't get them all accomplished. Well, it forces you to decide on what you want to do, take a short-term window and sprint and work effectively, intensely to get it done. It forces you to do that. And then lastly, number 5, you get great feedback. You get feedback right away when you're in a sprint. When you take on a project and you tackle it quickly and you want to get it done in a day or a week or 6 weeks, whatever it may be, you know if it's working or if it's not, and if it did work or not. So it gives you an opportunity to reevaluate, pivot, start over, and keep going. So sprints give you great feedback. So it gets you moving, it forces you to take action, it gets you focused, it keeps you focused, it forces you to make decisions, and it gives you great feedback and quick follow-up, and it gives you an opportunity to pivot and keep moving forward. So a business sprint is an opportunity, especially this time of year, for you to tackle some things maybe you didn't get done. A great way to finish the year on a high note and not coast through the end of the year. Most of our competition is coasting right now. It's an opportunity, I know you're busy, but to build in a little bit of time every day and have a business sprint. Our business is sprinting right now. We put out a video last week on accountability, a 6-week accountability program with 1 week short sprints within the 6 weeks. That's going to round out through January. That's an example of a sprint where we want to do that for you in terms of accountability. But what's a sprint you can implement in your business at the end of the year to take advantage of where the consumer is, take advantage of a great time of year to connect with the client and plant seeds and do things that will set you up for success next year. And I would argue You would be amazed at what it will do for you before the end of the year right now if you can implement a business sprint. So if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Read all the information above. There's great stuff here. And if you need anything, reach out to us. We'll see you real soon. Take care.